on?
I know a lot of the world and a lot of people around you have done this, and it's honestly probably 90% of kids in school today cheat on tests and assignments. And I'm here to persuade you why that is a negative impact on people's lives, and mainly your life if you do it. I'll review my main points. If you cheat on something in school, are you actually going to learn it? Are you actually going to retain the information over time? If someone asks you how to do something after you've gone through a whole lesson and you cheated, did you actually learn the information? Are you going to know it later on in life, or for a test, or when the teacher asks you? When you cheat in school, you're cheating yourself in life. I relate to this topic since every day I'm surrounded by people cheating on tests and assignments. My first main point, if you cheat on something, are you going to learn it? Can be broken down in, what are you getting out of class if you're not learning it? What are you getting out of your study in class if you're not learning what you're doing? If you just look it up through a test. When you cheat, you're not going to know it later on. You're not going to be able to tell somebody later on when they ask you, how did you get the answer? You're going to be like, I don't know. I just looked it up. And after school, when you go to work, and that was something you needed later on in life, how are you going to know? You never actually learned it in school. So if you're not learning anything, how are you going to know it? Which brings me to my second main point. If somebody asked you how to do something and you cheated, did you actually learn it? Are you actually going to know it? When you learn information, you must retain it. And if you don't obtain it, do you resuscitate the information? If you don't resuscitate the information, how will you know it later on in life? Because learning the information, you're going to need it later on in life. But if you never learned it, and you cheated on it, that's a negative impact on your choices later on in life. You want to go do something later on in life. You're going to become something going into a career. And you didn't learn something, you're not actually learning it. You're just reviewing it. And then as soon as you do your test, you just forget about it. So my third main point, if you cheat your way through school, you're cheating your way through life. If you cheat on a test, if you cheat on career tests or something like that, just to get the grade, what are you learning? How are you going to know? When you get to a job and somebody asks you, what are your skills? And you tell them, these are my skills. Are they actually your skills? Or are you just lying to get the job? Are you just telling them you know how to do this when you don't really know how to do it? And if somebody asks you to do something when you enter a career, you never learned it, but you cheated on doing it through school, are you going to know it? And is your career going to go smoothly after that, or is it going to get rough? Which, in conclusion, if you cheat on school, cheat your way through school, cheat your way through assignments, cheat your way through tests, you're basically cheating your way through life. You're basically cheating your way to not know what is going on, you need to know to go on later in life. So my three main points: if you cheat on something in school, are you actually learning it? If somebody asks you how to do something and you cheated, did you actually learn it? And when you cheat yourself in school, you cheat yourself in life. Bringing me to my last statement, final statement. If you're cheating, are you actually getting somewhere? When you're in school, are you actually getting somewhere? So when you see people around you cheating and doing different things that not right, just know that you're not doing it. So you're going to get further than them. They're not going to get as far as you in life. And you're actually learning it. People that cheat, you don't get as far in life as you can because you actually did what you were supposed to do. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're just skipping through it, skipping through the information. So if you don't cheat, you actually learn the necessary skills. Thank you.